How did you get involved with the R. Kelly case? I know you've been asked that several times.
Yeah. I watched Surviving R. Kelly like everybody else. I was a huge R. Kelly fan. I reached out to Angelo the night that Angelo came on to Surviving R. Kelly that night. I did not know that he was in Vegas. And the next night, he came over. And we sat there, we got on them cups, and we talked, you know? And from being, you know, from the background that he come from and being from the background that I come from, it was just relatable, you know? And my daughter, you know, my daughter's the same age as his.
The feds investigated a Bureau of Prisons employee from Wisconsin who accessed his records 153 times and gave that information to a blogger, Tasha K. These records were illegally gotten. They were accessed by an employee that had no jurisdiction to be looking at them. They were on her laptop, seized. They were passed on to a blogger, and the blogger on her show said she passed them on to both Timothy Savage and Angelo Clary. She stated the emails, some of the emails, were communication between Robert Kelly and his then live-in girlfriend, Joycelyn Savage. He lied and manipulated her to get her under his roof, and then he showed her illegal emails that were seized and gotten illegally, given to Tasha K., who passed them on to Angelo, who gave them to Larry McGee. And Larry McGee used these illegal documents, showed them to AZRIEL, and there was communication between Robert and Joy that she saw, and that pressure, that manipulation, that coercion is what caused her to flip, change her story, and become a victim, which means her being a victim was illegal. It wasn't a natural process. It was a process of manipulation, coercion, fraud, using illegal documents, and therefore her being a witness was under duress. It's illegal, and it's grounds to have the entire case thrown out. AZRIEL with Joy in Trump Tower after Rob had been arrested, where she's showing full support of Robert. We have video confirmation that AZRIEL and Joy got along when Robert was in jail. They did videos together. They went out partying together. They were driving around in a car together. And AZRIEL was 100% supportive of Robert Kelly and said she was never a victim. AZRIEL declaring her love for Robert in video after video after video, including this 5-minute video where she stated emphatically she loved him, she was not a victim, she was happy. Video of her talking for over 5 minutes, and I'm sure she has more footage than this, is a verification of her truth that she needs to show the judge. These are videos she must show Judge Ann Donnelly. We have video footage of them driving around together, enjoying the sights of Chicago while Robert was in MCC. Neither one of them was trying to go home to their parents. She sat in her father's face at the fall of 2019 and told him that she was not a victim and she was happy with Robert. Larry McGee, a federal informant trying to get out of his own bank fraud case, serving 8 years, lured AZRIEL to Las Vegas under the pretense of getting her to meet Drake. When she didn't go to the concert, her 3 days at the Venetian were up. He used his daughter, his wife, his mother to lure Azriel to his house, where he brainwashed her, manipulated her with the promise of her meeting Drake, and then bombarding her. Azriel was lured to Las Vegas New Year's Eve 2019 with the promise of going to the Drake concert at the Wynn Hotel. Shabazz, Azriel, and her father stayed at the Venetian for 3 nights and got a recording studio in the Palms Hotel, and Drake performed at the Wynn Hotel. But there were no tickets for Azriel. She was brought to Vegas under false pretenses. He manipulated, coerced, brainwashed AZRIEL CLARY into flipping. And when she went to Chicago, he was on a FaceTime call with her to talk to the feds. He sent the feds to her hospital room, and he had her turn into a federal informant under duress, under manipulation, under pressure. Larry McGee was facing 8 years for bank 1.6 million bank fraud. He became a federal informant in his own case, but he needed more to get his time reduced. He befriended Angelo Clary through social media, invited Angelo to his house, and swore he was there for the victims. His entire purpose was to get close to Azriel, to get her to flip. He lured Angelo and Azriel to Las Vegas December 29th of 2019 under the guise of, I'm going to get Azriel to meet Drake. Then when she didn't have tickets to the concert, he lured her to his house under the pretense of, I'm going to get you a meeting with Drake. But he needed her under his roof to brainwash her, manipulate her, coerce her into being a federal informant. And that's when she flipped. It has to be illegal to show someone stolen documents. He showed her the emails of Robert Kelly and Joy, his personal, private, secure emails that should have been secure within the prison system. An employee got those emails, sent them to Tasha K. Tasha K gave them to Angelo, who gave them to Larry McGee, who showed them to Joy. And that's what made Joy flip. That's why you see her go to Chicago, fight with Joy, and Larry is on the phone with her the entire time, trying to FaceTime her with the feds, putting her in touch with the feds, and he sent the feds to her hospital room, not because she was a victim, but because he had manipulated her, brainwashed her, coerced her. She became a victim under duress. This has to be illegal, and it has to be grounds for the entire case to be thrown out. She's in the ambulance because she's still mic'd and she's still being recorded. She says, do you think you'd be able to get like a federal agent? She's asking that of the police. Gold digger, opportunist, groupie, looking for a come up, pursued rich, powerful men. Long list.
He has a video of me, he made me do this video actually of me doing a number 2 in a cup and then eating it out of the cup. It's done. It's over. It's over. You may not even make it to trial. I'm so sorry for you. I'm sorry. I really did love you. And you lied to me, and you used me, and you plagued me. Listen to me. Don't say nothing to me. Do not say anything to me. Joy is in jail for assault. So I feel so sorry for the both of you. Don't say anything other to me. I feel bad for you. I know, yes, you do. You do. You do. You do. You knew I was coming up here to get Joy, and you lied to her. You lied to her. Yep. I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for you. I am so sorry for you. Oh, it's Bear. It's done. It's done, Bear. It's done. It's over. It's over. You may not even make it to trial. I'm so sorry for you. I'm sorry. I really did love you. And you lied to me, and you used me, and you plagued me. Yes, you did, Bear. Yes, you did, Bear.